Greetings, everyone. This is the hipster Snek, and today I'm trying out the demo of Concourse of Conquest. I actually have a friend who is closely associated with the people behind this game, and oh, I wasn't expecting a cutscene.
I used to think war
Oh,
was a human invention.
you're not familiar with ants, are you? Also, wasn't
A
expecting voice
grievous
acting.
sin mankind would afflict upon itself. A punishment for those of a human mind.
Didn't know I was getting a Niku Niku dance video.
I used to think humans were all that walked the earth with such sin. How very wrong I was for it.
Well, I mean, technically you are. Insects go to war all the time. And they're way more brutal about it than we are. We sign treaties eventually. So, I have no idea what I'm getting myself into because I literally accepted the chance to play this game based on a single screenshot. So, we're just gonna dive in. I don't know what I'm doing, so hopefully we'll figure this out. Starting in the game, you can choose the difficulty. You'll have to choose the unit loss mode, so this is very akin to modern Fire Emblem. Casual fallen units will return the next chapter, and rogue fallen units will be permanently removed from the roster. Some permanently fallen units will remain in the story, others will perish. So it's the worst of both worlds scenario. That was actually a thing I deeply resented about early Fire Emblem games, is like they couldn't even be bothered to like rewrite the story in the event a character is gone. So they just have them hang around and do nothing. So I'm like, it's literally the worst case scenario because you don't even get to experience a modified version of the story because of it. Like I'm that sort of person who would restart my playthrough when I was playing Binding Blade and Sacred Stones and Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn over and over and over until I made it through with everyone alive. So I'm not the kind of person who plays in Rogue or Classic mode or whatever you want to call it because I find that intolerable, insufferable even. The three difficulties: normal is basic, simple will drastically increase experience point gain and simplified growth management. Hit and avoid units rates for your units will rise. Difficult raises enemy statistics, giving them new skills and lower player hit and avoid rates. Additional changes to certain chapters also occur depending on difficulty. We're going to do normal. Chosen casual normal, is that correct? Now that kind of sums me up to a T. The game will start. The story goes like this. Alright, let's do it. I'm guessing Aria is how you say that? A landmass deep amidst turbulent oceans is a continent rife with war. A feud started between two different groups of settlers who both had different beliefs on how to use the land's resources. It all began with the discovery of crystal ore that held the power of the elements, which could be channeled to manifest said elements: fire, water, ice, wind, lightning, light, and dark. So we Final Fantasy now. But it was quickly discovered that the crystal ore, soon deemed catalysts, were not of this world, and thus did the populace of the newborn settlement fight. And fight they did. They fought and fought and fought. Eons have passed, no clear winner on what value should be picked up, on what future should be chosen for this little hamlet of humanity. Long ago to the waters wall of the continent for the rest of the world, so too did their feud continue unabated by outside influence. In one little corner of Iria sits a nondescript country, a nation of peace, prosperity, and neutrality. They are the people's people who would sooner throw away their pride, their ideals, their way of life, than to stab their fellow man in the backs. No history goes written without an event that defines it, however. The story of this tale begins with the noble royal heritage, left her kingdom, nation, in secret. Search for a loved one, expanded it beyond. Okay, I'm going to caution the game writers here before we go any further. Be very careful when your war is ideologically driven. The reason I say that is because humans may be the only species that fight in the name of ideology, but at the same time, you need to define what those ideologies are if they are indeed ideological. The problem being that at one point you suggested the war was over resources, which meant that the island had a limit on them. And you might want to start defining your terms early because we've already run into a small contradiction in the story here. Because we went from the war being resource-based to being the general philosophy-based. Those are two very different kinds of wars. So that in mind, so this is Floria. This is my first time taking steps beyond the St. Runican border, I believe. Border control was surprisingly lenient. I'm absolutely positive Mother still knows not of my absence at the castle, and yet they still let us through. Although I believe I see what I think are common brigands already, this close to the border. That mustache. Glorious. Indeed, I did warn you, my lady, that you'd be seeing such things outside our borders. Also, please do not stray so far from us, my lady. I believe I warned you that my discussions with the border control would be lengthy. Yeah, no kidding. For someone on foot rather than on horse, you get pretty far, princess. Bandits, though. We'll just have to do something about that, won't we? Calm, Francis. Remember what I taught you. You understood that once we left St. Ronica... Ronica? Ronica? I'm going with Ronica. It wouldn't be mere training anymore, right? Don't worry, we haven't been training under you for nothing. We'll escort Princess Layla and Dorena as real knights of St. Veronica. These are coming all with me, in spite of my mother's behest. I feel as though you're the only ones who understood how much I couldn't bear decidedly by as my father continues to be missing. Especially during a time where our country, and me as well, uses wisdom and love most. You're expositing at the player a little bit here. You can dial that back like a couple thousand notches and still get the point across quite nicely. I think it's after we escorted you, my lady. Yes, this guy gets it. I like this guy. I would prefer if you were following your mother's orders from here on afterwards. Remember, St. Veronica leans on its queen the most, a position you will take up in time. Yeah, my word, my mother's teachings have not been for naught, I assure you. For now, however, let us deal with this bandit problem. Another occurrence which my lady cannot simply let idle. You would have the right of it. So be it. I would advise you make more hasty tracks after this, and for now, I shall bend to your will. Knights, with me. Okay, so this is Fire Emblem AF. So there's our Jagan, and our obligatory red and green, and our Lord unit. What is this? Ruins. Ah, okay, so we got some environmental factors here. Okay, this all looks pretty straightforward. Looks like that's the leader. Definitely can't wait till I get my bearings straight first. So, that being the case... Well, I'll let Emily take the first swipe. Yep, looks like the weapon triangle is precisely as I predicted it would be. That was really intense battle music for suddenly ending the fight. Okay, within weekend I can have Layla in here. We'll use the iron sword since I'm assuming rapier is a special quality weapon. It's gonna have some kind of modifier tied to it. My lady, I recommend fighting within close proximity to me. Why is that, Sir Clifton? Having personally trained you, our fighting styles would complement one another. We can help guide one another in combat through mutual understanding, and of course our desire to demonstrate that prowess to the other. You're right, I feel more at ease and more capable with you by my side. Very well, let's fight as one, Sir Clifton. Within 2 spaces of each other, they gain support from one another. You guys can support one another while both gain bonuses. Their combat abilities as long as they remain 2 spaces of each other. You can tell which units have support via the green heart bubble that appears over the allies when you select a unit. Units can gain support with each other using the same method, build bonds in your units to build the stories and become stronger. Okay. These bandits are surprisingly well trained and perhaps well attuned to their style. They have strong counterattacks, so I should be wary. Units are separated into classes due to their strengths and weaknesses. However, each class also has a unique skill. Skills can be checked in the unit details window, but some skills warrant special mention. You can see these skills in the bottom corner of the forecast. In order to engage the enemy, keep an eye there so you aren't waylaid by an enemy's special ability. So this guy is a lance user, so for now... they're going to be at a disadvantage just against the axe. So I'm going to just tuck them over here for now so we can move forward. Oh, looks like they are deciding to bring the party to us. My lady, be sure to safeguard your vitals much more thoroughly here. Lack of such protection simply means you lose in sparring. Such a fatal mistake here will cost you your life. I'm quite well aware, Sir Clifton. Quite well aware? Okay. The reminder is certainly appreciated. I cannot have it drilled hard enough that real combat can mean real life taking. Okay, I mean, people die when they are killed and all that. Critical hits with successful attacks deal a lot more damage than usual. Skill not play a part in influencing critical hit rates. In this game, critical hits deal 2.5 times the amount of damage a normal hit would have done. Alright. Seems fair enough, I suppose. So I guess I'll play a little more defensively then. Into the forest. Yeah, that's good enough. They can come to me. That's about how I figured that would go. Oh, the boss is coming for us. That's interesting. Clear the way using the sword wielders first. Then I can let the lance users take over. There you have Francis do it. Well, I got 2 hits in, but neither of them did very much. Now stay there. Ow, I thought I dodged that one. Let's be more careful, Francis. This isn't training anymore. You have to be mindful of your opponent. Particularly the weapons that are wielded against you. You're at a No, he's not! He's at the advantage! I specifically set it up that way! I think I remember Sir Michelis telling us about this and showing me the hard way. Alright, now we're playing games then. Oh, it doesn't work with other weapon types. It's called the weapon triangle. It's called such because of the triangle nature of what if it's effective against what. I think that goes without saying. Swords against axes, axes against lance, lance against swords. Yeah, I figured. Triangle advantage, your hit rate and avoid rate go up, take advantage of your enemy's gear and strategize. I'm only going to put him here to make it so that the boss can't encroach on our weakest. Okay, just sacrifice yourself, that's fine by me. Alright. Takes care of that, what happens here, I wonder? Such strange two brigands mulling about in the middle of the road. They didn't seem concerned with that much other than attacking us on sight. It does not matter, however. The easiest road to Reyna lies northwest of us, my lady, shall we? Yes, this time I believe I shall let you lead, Sir Clifton. Renown points? What does that mean? Sure. No. Okay. Ah, cancel button. Area. Continent as vast as it is diverse. It is here the Great War takes place. The Great War between 2 massive nations. These 2 massive nations are called the Sorley's United Nations and the Reigning Allied Domain. The Sorley's United Nations, who has mostly of a country by the name of Sorrel, strongly opposes the use of magic. Why? Ruled by several families, Sorrel runs on technology built from the Earth, running on crude yet sophisticated energy. But wouldn't these concepts be completely compatible? Just saying. The Reigning Allied Domain, considered the lead country Reyna and its surrounded state, fight to preserve the use of magic. But to what benefit would there be to dispose of magic? Even if technology were in every way its superior, wouldn't it still have some kind of role, even if it was a more niche one? Like, I want to hear the justifications. I'm not asking just to be antagonistic. I'm asking because I'm genuinely involved, and I want to know why. Also, these are things the writers can take into considerations when they write the story. Building technology using a special type of ore magically infused, they hope to build a better, brighter future. Then they're for technology too! There's no conflict! If you can make magic and technology work together, then you don't actually have a conflict at all. Why would these guys have such an objection to magic in that case? Like, what beef does Sorrel have with magic as a concept, then, that they would literally stake a war over something that comes off from the outside view as very petty and vindictive? The war encompasses much of the continent, but not every nation. Not every person wishes to be part of this war. St. Ronica, located at the far southern reaches of the continent, is one such nation. Nkaku, to the furthest north, is also neutral. While Nkaku frequently sells its skills to Sorrel and Reyna for use in war, St. Ronica is a nation of peace. The nation that promises freedom from the war to its exhausted people will promise not just neutrality, but pacifism. That's a dangerous game to play when your neighbors are really war happy, especially if any part of this war involves land grabs. The pacifist is usually the first to get stomped out. Places like Switzerland are the exception, not the rule. I just want the writers to keep these things in mind. The nation was without its king, however, and the princess could not abide by this for so long. Leyland, heir to the Ronican throne, makes her paces towards where it stayed where her father was supposed to be, where he last was. They would not give Leyland her answer so easily, however. Ever the slave to her ideals, the princess spies more brigands on the horizon. Seems legit. Whence the thieves' cry, Central Flaria. Alright, let's do it. My first foray into the lands beyond my borders, and I turned out witnessing brigands. One was wondering if my luck is painted black, or if all I'd heard about my sister nation of Reina is not all the rainbows it's painted out to be. Reina's states are quite normally well controlled from what I had originally thought. Perhaps something had happened. Though I shan't let anything happen to you, my lady, on our way to finding King Orso. Yes, I heard Reina was at peace as of late myself, now that it's under rulership of a new king, who I'd heard was a very intelligent man. Typo there. Given that we're on Flaria, perhaps this influence isn't as easy to spread as I once thought. If we're, like, way on the outskirts of the country, it's unreasonable to think that there'd be patrols every 50 feet, you know? So it's like, what do you expect? This island is apparently huge, but we don't know the full scale of it. That'd be a naive thing to think as a future ruler, my lady, if I may be so bold to say. Yet as though I've never once given you permission to be frank with me, Sir Clifton. It's how you keep a greenhorn such as me in line. More like greenhead, am I right? Yeah, sorry. Yet, try as I might, I was unable to prevent you from leaving your nation of birth in search of King Orso. It merely bothered me. Such a minute thing as escaping your country without express permission from your parental guardians must constitute more than that, my lady. Perhaps bother is not a strong enough word, then. My mother sat idly by as the expected date of my father's return came and passed. She assured me that all was well, and that she had received word that my father had suddenly been caught up in other business, however. I understand. The word spoke of empty assuagement to me as well, though I do not regret informing you that no such word had truly come. Because it bothered me so. Because it led to your endangerment of yourself by escaping the throne. Yet, here we march together, side by side with me. Truly a setback in my career. Pray forgive me, my lady. Come now, Sir Clifton. We both know you were worried for King Orso as well. That's why you went along with this and even brought me and M. Fran, don't talk to your teacher like that. Have some respect. Jeez, I'm one to think you're being the teacher's pet like that. It's just us four now. No stuffy Knight Templars looking over us anymore. Yes, respect us for one elders is still a hard mark of a knight, and your training still will be a part of, Francis. No matter how correct you may be, see? Oh, that does it. Get over here, Fran. Whoa! She's a little too new to the horse riding to beat me in a race, Em. This isn't a race, Fran. I do think they may have forgotten that, though I am adept at horse riding myself, the seat is not amongst the belongings I packed for the trip. That's your own short-sightedness. I mean, you're princess and all. It's all right, my lady. I shall go fetch them post-haste. Be shortly behind you there, then, Sir Clifton. Welp. Oh, is that a merchant caravan? It seems so, my lady. I believe this road would be primarily taken on foot, being the grassy knoll that it is. How unusual it is to spy a convoy here. I had trouble with that sentence, jeez. I guess they were trying to evade a bandit attack since we ran into some on the road just earlier. It seems they all had taken them out of the frying pan into the fire. This hill is teeming with brigands. What an unusual number of them at that. However, we can't let them have their way. To let a poor merchant be robbed of his stock and potentially his life. What ruler would I be if I did not care about someone in such a way, even if they're not a subject of mine? Do not cease your train of thought and time, I see. Very well. It would not sit well with me either to watch an event and stand idly by. There we go, my lady. I just thought. You said your name was Saran. I just wanted to say before we die that I'm really sorry. I can't believe our contractors are allowing it to abandon us like this. Don't be sorry, just don't give up. I don't want to die here. I don't want you to die here either. But, like, please change that name. I just want to keep calling this girl Saran Wrap, just so bad. I'm going to pay you extra every time I'll make it out of here alive. Okay. Well, time to start making some things happen. First things first, figure out where my lancers are. This is the best we can do for now. But she can still help out, so... It's not perfect, sword versus sword, but this'll work. Ooh, nice. Oh, if you hit left, you can make the text box disappear. These next to the bandits appear to be hesitant to fight. Looking them only be at the caravan stores. They'll likely not hesitate to kill the merchant on board, but we should expect them to engage our forces. I should prioritize them. I want the convoy safe. Oh, well, it's a good thing I was about to do this then. Whoops. Cancel? Oh, he has a sword and a lance. Nice. Really, I just want to delete this guy, so... that works. It's the same either way. I want to get close to the caravan so I can full control the situation. The merchant caravan appears to be guarded, unfortunately by one lonely brave soul. Yes, it makes all the more imperative that we come to the convoy's aid. She will not last long by herself. Sadly not, so mayhap we should go speak with her so we remain on the same page as we. You're right, though I'm certain she would confuse us for common brigands. We must let her know we are on the same side. Battlefield's not entirely without negotiation. The units are able to speak with each other on the field. Means the speech bubble above their heads indicate they're open to parley with the currently selected unit. To allies and enemies alike, so as long as the conditions are met, simply move to the next selected unit nearby and select talk. Holy crap, she is built like tissue paper. Figures. Alright, let's try that one again. Gotta love that Fire Emblem mandate that if Marth dies, so does everyone else, just suddenly. Oh god, give me a tech skip. That's gonna be mandatory in this game. Alright, change in strategy here. What we'll do instead is just kind of start thinning the numbers as best we reasonably can. No, that's fine, stay there. Let's all kind of move to the right. Maybe I can control the flow of things a little bit better that way. Okay, pretty much same as before. He only has 1 HP, it's fine. Now we should stay together. You might get attacked by an axe user, but I'll just have to cope. Yeah, I think he took that just fine. Okay, you're just throwing yourself to the slaughter, so you brought yourself that. Alright, got a strength point, so that's good. Notch in my growth. Yeah, I need to get to her pretty quick. I wonder if anyone can talk to her, if it has to be Leyland. Okay, walk away from me, sure, why not? Maybe she has a rudimentary understanding of tactics, but honestly, it's going to go as badly for her as it did for me. Nope, doesn't look like she's interested in talking to her. Actually, maybe smarter. Hang on. I'm gonna soften this guy up. Honestly, we just need to kind of make this a numbers game and start turning things back in our favor. Alright. Oh, no, not the unit roster. I just need to... Yeah, it doesn't matter if he draws fire. He's the Jagan unit. Okay, good. The cart is at least some fortification. She keeps moving further away from us. Come on, Saran Wrap. You need to cooperate here. Yep, it has to be the Lord. Well, these emergency units used to be guarded again. Yes. Oh, right, because I died. Silly me. At least get him over there. I don't think she'll attack, so it's fine. And I just need to get rid of some of these sword users. They're going to be a real problem. I lose a little bit of XP. On the other hand, I don't die, so I consider it a worthy trade. And you just go for it. Yeah, those guys are pretty single-minded. Looks like the sword guys aren't attacking directly, which is good at least. Yeah, you're welcome for that. Idiot who keeps running away from me. At least we thin them out, the cart won't be able to take enough damage to actually break. I'll be honest, I have not kept up with Fire Emblem. I actually fell off because Fates was just so terrible. I just did not want to waste money on it anymore. Honest answers. Oftentimes harsh answers. That's fine. Fates had some good ideas, and if they had really, like, dedicated themselves to those ideas, it could have been great. Now let it be warned, enemy reinforcements have joined the fray. Our bands were heading the abandoned forts where they just letting us hold the same. Let's be on guard. I can presume we'll find out in another couple of rounds. Stop running! You are the most annoying AI! Okay, maybe she's within range. Okay, she's just within range. Hey, Saran Wrap, stop running. Ah, by the goddess, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for coming. Please calm down, you'll be safe. Just stay behind us. My name is Leyland. Leyland Sinceritas. Oh my god, please change that name. I'm sorry. Like, it probably feels like I'm being really, really super negative. Like, I'm not trying to be, but like, literally naming your character Sincerity, bad form. At least, like, find some kind of Latinate or Greek equivalent and use that instead. Find names that already have meaning. Don't name your characters things like bravery or charity or things like that. It makes them sound like adult film stars, so just don't. Worry not, we have the situation under control now, or insofar as Snek has things under control because I suck at SRPGs. Don't worry about us, my lady, I'll keep the wagon and merchant safe. I prefer if you help us fight, actually. That's how I can do that too. Tell me what needs to be doing and I'll be there. I'll be relying on you, follow my lead. Yes. Okay, looks like she's now my unit, and since she's a sword user, I can put her to good use over here. Oh geez, you're made out of papier-mâché too. Wait. Hold your beak, Sophie. I'm gonna have him deal with the reinforcements so they can't join the fray. As usual, swords OP, so that's good to know. Let's see. I'll use Emily for this. Alright, about as well as expected. Oh, she's already injured. It's fine. We can get rid of this axe guy. I really hope the game dev knows I'm not being antagonistic or fun. I'm genuinely trying to critique and give the best advice that I can. I'm not pretending I've ever made a game before, so things may be more complicated than I'm making it sound. But, I mean, in all sincerity, I'm trying to help. Maybe I can get her some free XP here. Yeah, she can just pop this guy, that's fine. Alright. So, now I think we're just on cleanup duty now. Let her fall back, she's kind of wounded. Oh, I do have some. Okay. I was wondering if I had healing potions. Thankfully I do. As a lance user, he's in danger. I would like to... What? No, I said wait. Oh, I hit trade by accident. Might be better to let them come to me. Stop it. No, yeah, beat up the cart. Don't make things way easy. You missed the cart? That's some serious, like, broadside of a barn door you're struggling with there. Oops. Oh, right. Struggling a little with the controls. So you highlight them, it doesn't actually prompt you to attack them. Instead, it actually gets confused and thinks you're trying to move into the same square as them. Ah, I was hoping that'd be fatal. It's fine. Kind of funny that the attack is her just reeling back on the horse. Triangle schmiangle, we need to end this battle. Bop. I was about to say, that's it. There's no one left to fight. Sir Clifton, a report on the status of battle. The opposition's unrouted, my lady. Any surviving brigands have escaped due north. Good, we shall return to the previous base then. Excuse me, you and your entourage. You save us? Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I'm James. James Colanth. You? Princess Leyland since... Princess Leyland. Heir to the country due south of here by the name of Saint Ronica. Why would he not know what country is to the south of here? Princess, really? No way, it's where I was just headed. Until my convoy left me here, I doubt they would care much for my return. Sorry to hear that, you'll still be on your way there, then. As much as I wish I could escort you to my homeland, my journey steps require me. I'm not exactly thrilled about seeing my contractors and their reaction to me having survived. How about this? I'll come with. My wagon has a large amount of storage that might come in handy for you if you plan on going far. Doesn't look like you have room for extra necessary equipment or rations, and our wagon can store a lot of both. Truthfully, I did not believe we'll be going far. We were simply on the search for my father, who was last seen heading towards Reyna. Seeking shelter under the hand which had fed you? No, that's not. It is fine, understandable with the showing we made of ourselves. Be calm, I meant no ill will by my words. On the contrary, the offer is enticing, is it not, my lady? Yes, actually. I was come to think of it. You're a traveled merchant, are you not? How familiar are you with Reyna? Quite familiar. I was born and raised here, and much of my skill comes from around here. If you need someone more guided with the land, well, I'd be more than happy to assist, Princess. My skills and caravan are yours. Caravan being one wagon. Goodness, you really are a princess then, Saint Ronica. That's actually where I was on my way to as well. It's a lovely place that's warm and accepting of those who venture into its borders peacefully with the money from this job. Wait, hold on, I wasn't being proper just now, I'm sorry. No worries, I've understood since embarking that not every interaction I will have out here will see me treated with the respect as the castle does. Speaking of that money, I doubt they're going to pay you if you head to Saint Ronica with them now, considering they abandoned you here. They'd probably spin it to say you abandoned them by staying here with me. Oh no, that was lots of my money I spent to buy the rations I used for this job. I'm not sure if I have enough coin to even make it to St. Veronica anyways. Didn't seem like it was that far from here, but whatever. How do you feel about coming with then? I've seen your skill, you're quite adequate with a blade. I'm sure Sir Clifton will agree with someone of your parity will help ensure my safety to Reyna. It's a matter of trust and whether or not your safety will be assured by her joining, but I shall not deny her the chance. If you feel she is capable of it, my lady, I shall see to it that she earns that trust. I'm actually glad, since I wouldn't want to leave Saran poor Saran Wrap alone so much of what she just tried to do for me. Yes, I'll do whatever it takes, my lady. I'll do whatever is needed to me too, Sir Knight. I must not just go to the sword. I know how to wash clothes, take care of animals, and even a little bit of first aid. I've been on my own for the most part, but I'll make sure I don't eat anyone else's rations. I still have quite a bit from before I left those merchants. How excitable, then, shall we, my lady? But of course, see the way, Sir James. But of course, please don't worry about any titles for me. I'm a lowly merchant. being called Sarah feels quite strange. Actually, that is correct. That would not be the way she addresses him. She would use the term Sarah, which is a polite way of addressing someone of lower station. Moving on. Brigands, common name for those who pillage and steal. Ne'er-do-wells who find the only sort of living that suits them is through the taking of others, whether their possessions or their lives. Princess Leyland could never abide by such things. Her nation is a peaceful one, untorn by both war and crime. Okay, sorry, I need to stop again. That's not exactly great writing. Here's the thing, a nation can be one that is of relative peacetime, but every nation's going to have some kind of crime rate. That's human nature playing out true to form. If you try to make St. Ronica too hippy-dippy, lovey-dovey, one with nature, perfect, harmonious, etc., hippie commune, you are going to do a disservice to the narrative flow of your game. If you say that it's untorn by the war, that's fine, because they have declared a state of neutrality, which their nearest neighbor seems to respect. In fact, going into some of the diplomatic relations between Reyna and St. Ronica might be to your benefit at some point in the game. It doesn't have to be like front-loaded with it, but obviously talk about it as to why St. Ronica has been able to maintain its stance of neutrality. But I caution you strongly against making St. Ronica out as some kind of perfect, ideal land. It's not realistic, and even though this is a fantasy setting, you'll do yourself a disservice in terms of categorizing it that way. The player will not see it as a real place to become invested in, but more a naive, childish fantasy trying to take shape. This is actually something that I took a great deal of umbrage with when I was playing Mother 3, for instance. So I would advise polishing this up a little bit. And again, Untorn by War, fine. Don't say that it has a 0% crime rate, because that's basically what you're doing here. Don't do that. St. Ronica is a pampered country. By being free of war, its peacekeepers can focus on keeping the peace. That's a very flimsy justification. My point before still stands. That just means it's like who watches the Watchmen, right? But at the same time, that would also mean that their service is likely weak, lackadaisical, and ripe for the taking, so careful with that. Nations of war's common luxuries are rarely affordable. Many nations under Reyna and Sorrel's control suffer this fate. Going north towards Cyrillus, where her father was last seen, Leyland grows closer to a hideout which brigands like these congregate. The closer she comes, the more certain of herself she grows. The bandit menace must be stopped. It seems her father will be waiting a little before his beloved daughter will come and discover him. Unrestrained Philanthropy, Northern Floria. You returned. What news did you glean from the village, Sir Clifton? It seemed your guess hit the nail on the head, so to speak, my lady. The bandits in this area are, indeed, much more organized than usual. These are no run-of-the-mill brigands. They have made a name for themselves in face of rampant war, calling themselves the Bloody Claws. As I feared, the situation beyond our borders is more dire than I thought. Would it be too much to tell you that you need not concern yourself with the problems of other nations? Technically true. Well, it pains me to see a travesty like this happening to innocent people that shouldn't be dealt with by the forces of Reyna, as it is not our business. While normally, as much as it would pain me, I would concede to that, but what bothers me now is how close it is to our borders. There is a very interesting legal loophole here, because it's called right to pursuit. If the bandits were originally on St. Ronica's side and they were chased into Reyna, then you would have legal jurisdiction to continue the pursuit. As it stands now, you're just butting into another country's affairs. This is an act of war, effectively. But that's legalese, and this is a fantasy game. The bandits are most active here in Floria, a neighboring country, while we have boundary police to keep us safe. Boundary police? You mean like a border patrol? That's a really weird way to phrase that, is all I'm saying. I've already attacked the problem at its root. If I can save our borders from stress of bandit attack here and now, I'll gladly do so. Even if it meant bending over backwards in terms of my current goals. Word as I am for father. Say no more, my lady. I know you'd be proud of you for dealing with such a problem before your own. I know I'm well enough to say that, so I will follow you to the end, my lady. You have my word. But promise me, my lady, no more distractions thereafter. You have my word, I promise. Yeah, I bet that promise is going to last about as long as tissue paper. Yep, we got some green units over here. Wow, he just splatted that guy. This is tougher than I thought. Then do you care to tell me why exactly are you doing this again? You die otherwise? I wouldn't like that. I feel guilty. Guilty? It's my own fault if I died out here now. I knew I should have splurged on better cell swords. The dude just, like, annihilated him. The dude, like, took one swing, missed, and got atomized. This guy clearly is up to snuff. They all turned tail and ran the moment the Bloody Claw showed up. What a bunch of cowards. Let me take a seat myself. I can't be a coward. Not anymore. Did I ask you to become my bodyguard? No, so I asked you, why are you doing this? It's not like I got anything better to do. Well, true facts. For Ashun's sake. Fine, fine. I'll heal your dumb head when it gets dented by these rapscallions. I was just going to turn and run, but now I can't very well leave a dunce like you behind. Sorry, but I appreciate it. The dude vaporized him! What are you complaining about? That guy's a bamf! If you don't want him, I'll take him. He'll be great in my army. More bandits, indeed. This looks like it'll take us straight to where the Bloody Claws make their home. What have I told you about running off ahead, my lady? Combat. Has someone already been working on sieging their fort? No, bandits are attacking yet more innocents. Is that a Raina Knight and a Sister of the Faith? You are, my lady. The bandits taking notice of us, too. So I see. Very well. We shall deal with this menace and rescue the sister at once. To arms! I guess I should save. That way, at least if I die like an idiot this time, I'll be prepared. Okay. Now we have Saran Wrap joining us. So, this guy's going to be the closest threat. Getting into the forest is probably the best bet now. So I want to use a sword fighter. Saran Wraps can't quite get there in time. But, everything okay? Okay. For some reason I can't select my units. I don't know if I found a bug or if I'm just an idiot. Wait, is it telling me to select my units? But I did. Oh, jeez. Okay, that explains it. I'm just dumb. Why would I take less than the maximum number of troops? I'm not trying to prove anything. I'll get her into the forest and hope for the best. She's already within range, jeez. I'm gonna move her out of aggro range. We're basically gonna move up as close as we can without drawing aggro, at least yet. I just want to control the flow of battle a little bit better, since that's what's got me killed last time. That was pitiful. You were hitting way harder last chapter. Oh, jeez. Hang in there, dude. We're coming. There don't seem to be that many guys over there, but... This guy's great! Why are you making fun of him? Oh, jeez. I mean, yeah, but it's a... Let's try it. Okay, that's what I was hoping would happen. So far, so good. Whoops. Kinda keep forgetting which button switch. Yeah, she can finish this off. Really? It's fine. Oh. Okay. I need to start getting ready for those guys over there, so I'm gonna... Wow, that guy's aggro range is huge! I'm already within it anyway, so I might as well... Let's try this. Ah, the shove prompt. That's, pretty old-school Fire Emblem stuff there. Okay. Go, Saran Wrap, go! That didn't kill him even still? that guy can just hang on for a few rounds, we're gonna get there just fine. I want her to finish this, though, so she can get a little bit of XP. Whoops! That didn't go well at all. So as I was saying, I want the princess to finish this so she can get some XP. That was not amazing. Man, this guy's hit like a truck. It's probably fine. I think he can probably finish the deal. No, he cannot, actually. Interesting. At any rate, I don't want this guy joining the fray, so... yeah, that'll do. Sometimes it's better just to not have to fight. Yeah, I might need to start thinning out the herd so we just don't die again. %62% chance to hit is not ideal here. I'm actually gonna wait. Okay. I mean, you walked into that, so you have only yourself to blame. Not exactly how I thought things were going to go, but that does work out. That dude's unstoppable. They're literally just doing nothing. He's in complete control of this fight. He's probably stronger than all my units except, like, Clifton. She's injured. Had the princess take it. Yeah, that's fine. Nice. Ooh, that's a good level up. She really needs defense, though. It's only sensible I grow so much of what I've been through. Alright, so, at the same time... yeah, I guess I'll just... gamble on the coin flip and lose. Great, awesome, fantastic. Let's get rid of this guy. Nice. Ha! Fail. This stink. Yeah, you kinda do, Francis. I'm starting to intensely dislike you. I think she can do it. Alright, that's what I was hoping would happen. So... I'm just gonna move him over here. Interesting prayer. Oh, because of the weapon triangle. You still threw yourself on the spear, so good job, question mark? I think he could have soloed this mission. Yeah, they're sending more guys, but that's not going to slow him down any. Everyone forward, I guess. Ah, yes, she should probably heal herself. Yay. Yeah, and you should do something pretty similar, pal. Okay. I don't really want to deal with archers, I'll be honest. I'm just gonna have him delete him for me. And do this so that enemies can't spawn out of it. I'm not sure if they will or not, but I really want to get over and help that guy. He's being very patient waiting for us like this. Alright. There's no real need to attack them at this point. Well, I guess I could thin out their numbers. Barely going to benefit from it, but at least I wouldn't have to deal with so many guys this way. no risk of a stupid loss because of it. Not that Delvin needs the help. He's doing just fine on his own. And now you're just throwing your life away, so... Okay, have fun with that decision, I guess. Though I think attacking Delwyn is pretty much the same thing. Alright, my idiot friends. We need to do something about this. Put her here. Start moving towards them. I have to say, the music in this game is really good. Whoever was in charge of music, or how the music was done, good stuff. I actually quite like it. And that should take care of them for now. Oh, he's learning. I mean, not much, but he's learning. Oh, I was going to go talk to him, but I guess that's good enough. Sir Clifton, is that all of them accounted for? Any remaining brigands have fled due north. Rumors of the neighboring village we paid a visit to earlier match up that direction. Some of the bloody claws and their leader make their home in the mountain edges there. Force is set there, and should give them no quarter. Surprising thing to hear you say, but very well, I can tell you're passionate about this. Are you guys forgetting something? Yeah, we kinda did, didn't we? Where are my manners? I'm Princess Leyland Sincerity. Princess Leyland, royal of the St. Veronica Nation, just due south of here. They should know this already. They've lived here, probably. And in fact, if they're knights and, like, sisters of an order here, they should definitely know that. You've got to see you relatively unharmed, your sister. Hold that, Princess Yu, you're a royal figure? Yes, I'm married, your sister. First of all, cut out that dear sister part. That's kind of creepy, even if I know your intentions. You can call me Callie. There's a princess going all the way out here in the boondocks. Especially setting out for my father, who was last seen in this region. But first, I intend on taking out the bandit threat. You? You're going to take on, like, the entire bloody claws? Yes, what's so surprising? Other than everything, you mean? This is going to be my chance. I'm actually on a pilgrimage right now, Lady Leyland. Where to? Nowhere important. I mean, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey, right? Either way, your little army here could use a healer, especially if you're taking on something like the Bloody Claws. Yeah, we could. We take a lot of damage. Add me to your ranks, I won't let you down. Oh, and make sure you talk to everyone you meet about how I alone helped you to do this, alright? We're gonna be heading deep into enemy territory. It's dangerous, I could never. Pshaw. We just some lowly brigands. I can take care of myself just fine. In fact, I'm quite eager to. Why do I get the feeling she'll run off into the stronghold without me if I don't accept? You are correct. It would be difficult for us to subsist off of cure leaves alone. Mr. Clifton has no problem with it, of course. But lady, you know I'm bad with these types. If you so desire, then maybe consider her part of our troop. Great, let's do some good work together then. Excuse me, if you're leader of the troop that saved us. I'm Princess Leyland of St. Veronica. Why does he not know this? You should have been standing within earshot. A knight of Reyna, then. Former knight. I was dismissed from the knighthood not too long ago. Protection of the girl is purely by my own hand, and I was not ordered to do so. I see, and being an orphan knight, you have nowhere to go now. It's not my intention to pick up strangers to care for, but it would go against the teaching of St. Veronica for me to guard your plight. How about a deal? You fight together with me and now, and then when I return to St. Veronica, I shall add you to the knighthood there. Truly! Even though I'm a mediocre knight at... What?! No, you're not! You're probably better than anyone I have! Again, except Clifton, but that kind of goes without saying. Skills matters not, only your bravery and will. By fighting beside me, your honor will be rewarded, I promise. Thank you for the second chance. I'll not let you down, I promise. Found a bug. Louder the bloody claws away, just further up north towards the mountains. I serve the holy name that will end this threat, for the good of St. Veronica and Era as a whole. What is renown points? I want to understand that better. Leyland grew ever closer to the hideout she wished to visit. This hideout, the lair of the brigand group known as the Bloody Claws, was her destination. Though that she was put her search for her father on hold, though even more was she due to the injustice of these incursions put upon the countryside. Leyland's march to the base was not without its strange happenings, however. Fighting more brigands along the way to negotiate with the leader of this group, Leyland learns there's more to them than meets the eye. Bridges to burn, southern Anodi range. This road isn't as treacherous as one would believe a mountain path to be. It's, in fact, quite well worn. There are no ordinary bandits. Not only are they well organized, they've led stake to their own land as well. They lack the discipline, but they are otherwise a miniature army in their own right. My lady, do not believe that we may have bitten off more than we can chew. It is as you said, however, they lack discipline. I shall be the one to teach them that, come hell or high water. Anarchy without law is still only chaos, no matter how organized it may be. Anarchy without law, that's just redundant. Let us tread carefully then, my lady. There's no telling what may await us, even though I have my hunches. What hunches would those be, Sir Clifton? Bandits organized into formidable troops, orders carried out strategically, base of operations. I have heard tell that on occasion generals of an army can fall from grace and be excused from the knighthood on venomous terms. Such fallen knights can take up the mantle of a brigand after, either to make ends meet or the taste revenge against the nation that betrayed them. A general becomes a general for good reason, however, and that charisma they had as one never goes away. You're suggesting that the Bloody Claws may in fact be led by a former Iranian general? I would do much not to take too much stock in that kind of assumption, but it may lead to good results if you bring it up during a parley. Provided you can obtain parley with their leader. I consider it a test of my own charisma. Hi. You don't look like a bandit. Please tell me you're not a bandit. Excuse me, but you are? My name's Melon, a major apprentice under Master Howell of the Rain and Magic Association. I guess you don't know any of those names. No, not particularly. What is someone like you doing here, though? Right, Master Howell went missing, and I heard he was last seen towards the Anodi range. I came to the mountain range to see if I could find any traces of him, and those common brigands accuse me of snooping around. You must have something to hide if they say such things rather than making up a more flimsy excuse to take your life. Stand back. I will deal with those fiends. Isn't that the chosen surname for St. Ronican royalty? The nation's reputation precedes it. Yes, you're speaking to the country's princess as of right now. Wow, I thought the association heads are the closest I'd get to standing before nobility. What's a princess like you doing here, if you don't mind my asking? I'm to eliminate the bandit threat. Well, currently, anyway. My ultimate goal is search for my father, the King of St. Ronica, who was last seen traveling here to Raina on a goodwill visit. That should be one word. Actually, I've heard about that, Princess. If you don't mind, perhaps we could help each other. I'm kind of desperate to find Master Hal, actually. Well, I wouldn't dare divert you from your course, it just so happens I had heard about the St. Ronican King's whereabouts on my way here. Truly, you speak truth. Yes, I had heard that he was staying by a fort in eastern Sirius. That just so happens to be close enough to the range that Master Hal might be nearby. And, I can't do much on my own, my stumbling into the situation being good proof of that. If you escorted me on the way to the fort, I can show you where it is. I mean no burden either. As long as I have time, I can strike our enemies with powerful wind magic. I'll be utmost appreciated, both in the battlefield and in finding my father. I commit myself to citizens' brigand threat, but I shall do all my power to ensure your safety, Sir Melon. Please, just Melon will be fine. Come, the weather is great for camaraderie today. He got out just as planned. My guard didn't know it hit him. The cloak I nicked off him, too, will mean none of the other dumb bandits here will know. They'll never know that Audrey, the thieving wind, just escaped from their jail cell. Maybe Audrey the Wind Rider? Nah, doesn't have the thief motif. Whatever, time to loot this place and abscond. Well, I mean, she's at least to the point. Looks fine to me. Nah, I should have saved. Oh well. Alright. So, we now have some more options. With the exception of an axe user, still don't have one of those. Saran Wrap and Leyland are going to move forward. I don't really want to draw aggro that fast. This map gets a little more complicated than some of the past ones. With the way it's laid out, I may not have to deal with everybody on this map. And he moves about as far as I figured he would. Hide her in a safe spot. Okay, Francis, you cannot screw up this time. Just saying. Put the mage in a more strategic spot, and now let them come to me. Well, so much for not having to deal with everyone. They're all coming for me now. Iron Sword is pilfered. That's what I'm talking about. Now I can fight. Not that I really want to. That is handy, though, just in case. Let's see. Hang on. Okay, I have a plan. Ah, so we should level up. Alright, that works precisely as I hoped it did. That said, these guys might try to go for an easy target. Okay, you two are going to be buddies. Here goes. These guys hit like Mack trucks. Right, I was kind of trying to avoid that, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, lol. I don't know. Every day I see brigands selling this stuff around. It's like an idiot with a first aid kit. Then again, it's the bloody paws we're talking about. Whatever, what's detrimental to them is beneficial to me. Bonk. Yeah, she has to take priority if only because I don't want to die again. That kind of sucked when that happened. Magic? Really? Both of you guys are just determined to make me disappointed in you. Okay. Move this guy forward. Him forward. Wait. Now's actually a good time to start actually making things happen. I was about to say they're not going to divert course to go after him, but lo and behold, they proved me wrong. It's completely counterintuitive for them to do that, because it spreads their forces thinner, but okay, LOL. Chest key. We put the key into a chest in a locked chest. Not that I needed the key to get to it, but still. Yeah, you know, a little meta-comedy goes a long way. This is a good opportunity for our little buddy here to do a thing. Convenient. Because I'm paranoid. My leveling up luck has not been particularly great. Actually, forest it is, actually. Interesting. Let's see what happens. We're gonna help her out. And you two disappointments. We're gonna move up. Thin the herd a little bit. Oh yeah, I hadn't healed him. Whoops. Okay. So need to heal both our cavalry. Lightning. Catalyst, what are bands doing with these? I don't even know what this is. I think it's worth money, which to be fair, it is, but oh well. Alright, healer, go do your thing. Francis is in worse shape, so... You know what? It's time for him to show us what he can really do. Yeah, he's about as dependable as I figured he'd be. I'm not disappointed. These cavalry people, on the other hand. Hey, go ahead and leave a comment down below about, Snek, you don't know what you're doing. I mean, you'd be basically correct. That's besides the point. Empty. Guess they can't all be winners. It's everything in this room, but something quite a ruckus going on out there. Better if it moves forest to the east. Should still have my getaway hole in it. Off I go. So she's gonna try to make a leg for it. So I guess if she gets to the like right-hand area, she gets to leave. Alright, I guess I better make Callie pull her weight around here. These cavalry units better start pulling their weight around here. There will be words said. No, it's not worth it. If he's not going to come out of his hidey hole, I'm not going to force him out of it. It's time for us to start making a stronger push into the enemy area. And this will give us some fortification in the event that person decides to come over and play. Yeah, that's about what I figured. Alright. Alright, Saran Wrap. Being stronger. No, it's fine. I say it's fine because I'm gonna make it fine. There we go. Meanwhile, everyone else can just keep going. I do like how his feet thud when he runs. That's a very nice bit of sound design. If I'm gonna get that thief, I'm gonna have to start clearing out some units here. May have to brute force this much as I don't wanna. It's fine, right? It's a demo. I'm allowed to do stupid things like this. Yeah, I don't might be able to just kill her. That's fine. Close enough. Close enough for practical purposes, anyway. Alright. The outside perimeter is secure now. I'm being a little reckless because I don't want the thief to get away. I do want to talk to her. I've had very good luck with thief units in Fire Emblem games, and since this one's taking so much, you know, artistic license from that kind of idea, I really don't want to lose the chance. Oh wow, I didn't think all of them would come. The door out of my way, I'm gonna make my sneaky escape. Because I may have spent too long just, like, getting there, so that's gonna be a thing. So I wonder if I can use the shove command and just, like, knock her into the door. Evidently not. Alright everyone, time to play catch-up. up, move up, move up. Everyone's moving up. Alright, Francis, it's time for you to not be useless. Okay, that should do. Ah. Suit yourself. Literally chose the worst possible option, but at least you made that choice. Wow, she's fast. Yeah, I don't think catching up is an option. I don't think I can, like, stop her or anything. And if she outruns Leyland's run speed, then yeah, that's already a losing battle. Oh well. Life goes on. Just casually walk into the enemy room. Yeah, that's impossible at this point. Unless she just goes there and hides. Let's move everyone up and get healed real quick and see if maybe there's another chance for me to catch her. I wonder if I get an axe user eventually. Yep, I'm out. Alright, so yeah, you just lose her forever. Okay, idiot squad. You're gonna support, you're going to attack. Don't disappoint me like you usually do. I don't know what I was expecting, to be fair. I don't know if he's the type who's going to move from his spot or not. Ah, throwing axe. Right. Alright, finally! You're trying to pull your weight around here. That's about time. Yeah, better let Saran wrap this up. Training manual increases weapon level by 1. Seize the point. Okay. You seize the gate. All that remains is to confront the leader of the Bloody Claws. Let's march not another step, though, till we have aggressively claimed to the fort's entrance. Let us move the defensive positions. The mere knocking of the door to call the leader out, so that I may parley with him. If we can end things amicably here, that would be for the best. Princess Leyland, you've gone quite far to the end of this bandit's reign, but are you certain to lend you their ear? Speaking from experience, brigands rarely listen to reason, and most certainly less so to justice. I must try with all my might. Any option that leads to less casualties, I must choose fewer casualties. Less is a quantity of one thing. Fewer is, like, less of many things. It's a really bad way to define it, but you get what I mean. That's what I believe in wholeheartedly. But even if it may be a slim margin of chance, that chance still exists. As long as the risks aren't too great, I shall never deviate from this method. It is my creed. Have you been outside the lands of your home world before? Because I get the feeling you haven't, so it's really weird for you to start making that kind of declaration at this point. Whatever. If that's how you see it, Princess, I won't try to stop you. Just be careful out there, okay? You, this guy might have been a former general. Even army men aren't above callous, dirty-handed strategies. Your concern is touching, James. I'll do my utmost to ensure no harm comes to me or my troop. I'll lay the bandit attacks to cease. It seems they're waiting for the arrival of their leader. No truce at hand. Let us go, Sir Clifton. I'm actually surprised the demo was this long. Negotiating with bandits. This is the leader of the entourage messing up my henchmen. My name is Leyland, Princess of St. Veronica. I've come to offer you a deal. May I have your name? Deal, huh? I'm... Bang? Bang. You become leader of the so-called Bloody Claws. It's like none too thrilled with your position. Whatever suits those Rainan's fancy really makes no difference to me as long as they are suffering all the same. Suffering. What has brought you to such lengths to make your modus operandi the suffering of others? I know you didn't come here to hear some story or be my therapist, young lady. That concept would be completely alien at this point in time, but okay. Elsewise, you wouldn't have murdered so many people to get here. You're right, though it doesn't sit well with me to offer peace after slaughter. Or else I sound like a hypocrite, I must choose to negotiate. Sir Bong, your skills as a strategist leader are not merely trifles. So many people have come to follow you in the ways of lawlessness. Surely you have learned better ways. I wish to remind you of them. Those days are long past me, Missy. Any meeting I had in chivalry has long since burned to cinders, along with the rest of this God's-forsaken country. You're barking up the wrong tree, so unless you got a bite to match, leave before I stick an axe in your pretty little head. Please listen, Sir Bong, it does not have to be this way. I know not what betrayal you may have suffered in the line of duty in the past, but it's just that, the past. You can start over. Heed not the will to give up on chivalry. Chivalry never dies, as shows in your earlier point. Had I any ability to come here without committing murder, I would have, only to save you and the others here from further misery. That misery is what keeps me going, young lady. No one cares about knights, just soldiers meant to march on blood-stained plains till they die. Justice is dead, princess. Has always been dead, always will be dead. So long as this accursed war continues to thrive. Nothing short of both warring nations imploding on themselves can make me truly happy again, so give it a rest. I'm starting to understand your pain now, and it is pain I share all too well. This war, indeed, it is accursed. None should have weathered this storm so, and even the peaceful populace glorifies it to a disgusting degree, I know. The citizens you once protected, they betrayed you, believed you should die in battle, is that right? What are you, some sort of self-help book? Again, that concept would be completely alien in a medieval setting, but... You're perceptive, stubborn too. You're spying on my life thus far? Simply know it all too well. St. Veronica houses many betrayed by the war such as yourself. This there we live in peace, away from said war. Rather than seek to sow chaos to punish those who abide by the war, escape it. You need not absolve blood with blood. Anyone sick enough of this war is welcome to spend life more peacefully in St. Veronica. By this creed, I promise you. Spoken like a true noble, head up their own backside so far, one might think their mouth belonged there. No nation is truly free from war, Missy. You can't swindle me with honeyed words. I know your nation's dealing with Reina. Peace treaty we signed with Reina is one of our crown acknowledgments that we are a neutral nation, Sir Bong. Though Reina is a much grander nation than we, though that treaty, we know that if they express any aggressive will toward us, we will fight back tooth and nail, just as our saintess did back in her time. What makes you think you'd win? A tiny little country against a military giant? Not but our steadfast belief in our neutrality and desire for peace. You can believe me not since you give it a try. St. Veronica has stood neutral and peaceful for 600 years. That's so. Hi? Ah, you have no fear. Chelsea and her crew are here. Evildoers aware, we'll have you shaking in your underwear. Ah, it's Rochelle from Sacred Stones all over again. That was a great rhyme, Chelsea. Yes, I agree. Well done. Gee, thanks you too. But wow, this is the head base of the Bloody Claws for real? Windows out in the open, I mean, compared to the rest of the range. How long have I been camping in this range now? That's a good question. I think I lost count after week 2. All I know is far too long. What a blasted excursion even was that? It's great for training though, wasn't it? All those bears to wrestle, the steep slopes to climb. I'm feeling good. How about you, Chelsea? Yes, I'm feeling good too. I don't know how my horse is feeling about the steep slopes, and definitely the bear wrestling though. Kinda wish I could have wrestled some bears myself, but a girl's gotta stay dainty, you know. It's what Dad always said. Dad's always right. Never forget that, Chelsea. We didn't bring up the commentary, but the brigands are beginning to look at us funny. As usual, none of you numbskulls are paying enough attention to what's around you to even notice that he's bearing down on us. Shoot, you're right. Guess we should go do the mercenary thing then, huh? You lead, we follow, Chelsea, just like it's always been. God save me. Great, it's those jokers again. Didn't they stumble into the height after so long of wandering in God's nowhere? I can read, I swear. He's acquainted with them. I'm still taken aback with the fact I could hear them shouting from here. Sir Bong? Sorry, Missy, unless you want to get mixed up in another skirmish, I'd leave if I were you. You've earned my respect, I'll tell you what. But I can't go back. Not now, not ever. I'll live with my axe and die by my axe. I'll make it a note not to touch a prissy little nation, though. You don't bother me, and I don't bother you. I cannot bother that, I'm sorry, but I cannot sit idly by, knowing that innocent people are suffering by your hand. I came here prepared to end you if need be, so if you're pressing that need, so be it. Just know that means I won't go easy on you or your nation if I live to see another day. No, no matter. I will finish what I started. I sought to resolve this matter. I came to remove the bandit threat. Did not go as intended, but I will not falter. To arms! Okay. It's offering me one more slot than I can actually field. That's... Wait. Info new. No, it's fine. Wait. Okay, good. We're safe now. Win, lose, or what have you, this is probably going to be as far into the demo as I go, but I'm going to make the most of it. How do I get up there? How am I supposed to talk to you? They're way, way, way out there. Why are you in jail? There's some kind of diamond emblem on him. I wonder what that means. It's fine. Alright, Sir Failure, don't try to disappoint me too hard here. Yeah, this guy kind of just chilling out over here. Not sure what to make of that. Saran Wrap's gonna move forward. Keep you two together so you can help each other. And keep him on standby if need arises. Well, we're not wasting any time, are we? Logistically speaking, if there's a great group of people, they'll actually tend to move more like a fluid than a solid. It's important to bear that in mind whenever you're trying to funnel a lot of people into a small place. This is why the Roman buildings oftentimes had exit ways called vomitoriums, because the people would burst out all at the same time. It's not because people would get sick, it was literally because it was bursting forth with people heading out of the exit. Nice. Come on. Okay, but she really needs defense, is what I'm saying. I need more armor units. Delwyn is just unstoppable. Wow, he's gonna survive that. Okay, then. Heal Saran. I like her, so I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'm not saying waifu yet, but there's a possibility. I only got one hit in. It's not so bad. Yeah, let's wrap it up. Don't let me down again, Francis. That's a little bit more like it. Stand back, Francis has got this. That kind of makes up for your bungling failure at last level up. I'm just going to leave him there. I'm not going to try anything funny at this point. I pretty much have the control of the field. If I can get those guys to join me, I'd have some axe users, though. You will pay for that, by the way. You think you're funny right now, but you're going to regret that decision. You did that to yourself. Door key. That's usually how people describe me. That guy's got skills. I'm gonna let them tend to their own. They end up getting themselves killed, it's not my fault. And smacked down. Yeah, I'm already starting to develop favorites. Not sorry. off. There is... No. Maybe Francis and Emily can control that situation. I'll think through this logically. Really? Why are your stats so awful? There haven't been enough chances for me to grind. Yes, I want you to attack. What are you doing? Oh, there we go. I was hitting the wrong button, that's why. Alright, Cantaloupe, you're doing just fine. Oh my god. I hate you. Get away. Just in case. They're having an interesting time with it over there. So getting to them should be easier than getting to that thief girl. Yeah, you guys have fun resolving that on your own. I was just about to make a comment that she's not healing any of them, but then she wouldn't heal them, so shut my mouth. Speaking of which... my RNG luck is just awful. Nice. No, stay there. That should be nice. At least Francis is starting to pull his weight. Can't really say that for the other one. Actually, that would be a better idea. Yeah! Feed our little Cantaloupe some XP here. That bow user is still a problem, but well, that's what I got my boy Delwyn for. So close. Saran Wrap can't quite get into range yet. I have an idea. It may not actually work, but it's worth a shot. I was hoping he'd go for Clifton and then like manage to do no damage. Well, they're kind enough to come to me this time. Throwing me a little bit of a bone after that complete crapshoot that was that last run. Take care of that for me. So close. I need to heal him. Need to heal both of them, jeez. Both of you guys just keep trying to get yourselves killed. That's why I heal every opportunity I can. Speaking of... pull him back from half health. was hoping that'd be a little more fatal than that, but it's fine. Delva needs some experience anyway. That's the stuff. Okay, let's go talk to our new friends. Start preparing ourselves for things to come. Everyone move up. Yes, please come here. Excuse me, I know the name of my enemy's enemy. Oh, wow, you're pretty. Is that your name? You're pretty? No, Zillia, my name's Chelsea. Nice to meet ya. I had a feeling, but I needed to make sure. What brings you here? Do you have a vendetta against the Bloody Claws? No, what makes you say that? Then why are you here? This is quite deep into enemy territory. I don't know, we were running around for so long, I'm kind of lost in all honesty. Lady, you okay? Yes. Could I simply ask you and your friends to stay out of trouble for the time being, then? We can work together towards a common goal, but it would make you feel better if you did not get yourselves hurt in the process, so do be careful. There's no ordinary brigands, after all. Oh, that's silly. No evil's going to stop the Brotherhood of Ash. We'll be just fine. Since you asked nicely, we'll make sure you don't get hurt too much. Thanks for your concern and whatnot. Brotherhood of Ash. Where have I heard that name before? No matter. Hopefully this makes the battle easier on us all. No, she's still unaligned. Interesting. Alright. Well, that said, I would like to thin out the herd a bit, so Clifton actually is going to get to do something this time. My lance is about to break, but whatever! I'll work around those limitations. I'll at least keep those guys pinned down. Oh yeah! This is an opportunity, isn't it? I keep forgetting I have him now. Come on, don't disappoint me. Noise. The Something Association will acknowledge me in no time. That's right, buddy. Okay, so we're going to start advancing. Don't want to put myself into a position I can't get out of afterward. The chair actually counts, that's funny. Yeah, let's start moving in. Have these guys. I thought I'd get further than that, but oh well. Life goes on. And for our enemies, maybe it won't. Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you. Cleric on cleric healing, always welcome. Is he just hiding back there? Is that what this is? That's what it looks like. So, if he attacked right now... Okay. Not saying I'm gonna farm, but I'm just saying this is kind of a golden opportunity, and I'm here anyway. Nice. Can't complain. Let's see, Francis is a spear user, but I should be careful of that archer. Nicely. Stay there. Yeah, stand on the table with your horse. Really? Alright, whatever. Emily, I really need you to stop sucking. I'm just gonna be honest. Forward. The table did not save me. Really? Well, that's good, I guess. Okay. Why can't be more independent than this? Yeah, that's a good question. You just deliberately... Okay. Suit yourself. You guys just don't care, do you? You just like, go for it. Alright, so things have gotten a bit easier now that they're on my side. Okay, Emily, this is your chance to prove to me that you don't suck. Like, kinda. Ah, so close. Alright, team. Light them up. Man, Saran's just ripping them up now. Guess it's time for him to stop hiding in the corner. Okay, who needs healing the most? It's like she does. You know what? I don't want that archer getting any funny ideas. We're just gonna take him out of the equation. Okay, I take back my reservations about you, Francis. You're great. Chest key. Whoops. I was actually gonna move him to the chest, but no, whatever, it's fine. I'm just gonna put him here as a body block. Eh. I wish I had help this time. You don't have anyone now. Eh. Sucks to suck. They're gonna take care of this for me, basically. Nice. It's gonna thin the herd a bit, for sure. Has like 10 health left. My attack is 9, that's not great. I have to get rid of that axe user in the corner. Don't like overly relying on him, but eh. He's pinned them down. My lady, Bum is a powerful foe. As a former general, he's a cut above the rest. Even if it may seem like his banned lifestyle has dulled his instincts a bit, be very wary of his abilities, and particularly his speed. When doing something that powerful, they hit more than once on some of our slower members. Things are Clifton, be sure to appraise the situation carefully before engaging him. An agility value, which is a combination of speed, build, and the weight of the weapon they have equipped. When doing battle, if a unit's agility is 3 or greater than their opponent's, it will double them. Called a pursuit attack, shown in the battle forecast. Okay. Alright, fine. Don't want to give archers an easy shot on me. Gotta get a chest key. You know what? I don't care. Okay. Well, good. He can just be a damage soak, which is what I prefer him as being at this point. Alright. Light him up. Yeah, okay. That's how you not do terrible. You know, that's great. You're learning, and I appreciate you. Francis, meanwhile, was really ripping it out. Okay, let's start moving forward here. Okay. At least they watch out for each other a little more carefully than I do. my recent performance has been any indication. Let's see. Ah, right, you have a chest key, don't you? And how do I stand on the chest? Ah, I do. Training manual. Alright, let's see if I can... Okay, he's only melee ranged. Come at me, taste the wrath of the bloody claws. Yeah, I'm not coming anywhere near you. Thanks. What if I have her attack like this? Sucks. Yeah, you know what? It's fine. Maybe this tactic will work. Of course, I've barely done anything to this guy. Wait, you can't... Oh, he has a bow. Alright, didn't realize that. Actually, that might be to our advantage now that he has a bow in his hand. Now we... You're... Not another peep out of you. I recognize that armor. The still my picture hanging on them castle walls? Yes. But dang, this is where you ended up. That family still tells stories about you and your achievements. Surprised I'm still existent to them like that. Or maybe they think I'm dead and this here is someone else. Tell me, were you drafted under that family? They still hold knights up to their standards, your standards. It doesn't have to be this way. You can still go back, Sirma. Shut it. That man's dead, him and his ideals. Now you fight. Here to fight, or are you here to whine? I'll not lose, sir. That was interesting. I wasn't expecting a special conversation. Oh, yeah, that's what I want to see. This would definitely be better. Yeah, but you're still improving. That was kind of an opportunity to take advantage of him. Just do as much damage as we reasonably can. While he's holding a weapon that literally cannot do anything against people who are up in his grill. Might... Oh no, Saran Wrap, come on! Oh yeah, that's way better. Nice. He's doing 9. Could I finish him at this point? I cannot. And that would nearly kill my little mage buddy here. Unfortunate, but I'm gonna make him run for it instead. Stand close for the support. Or maybe he'll attack him, I don't know. You're the leader of the Bloody Claws. Boy, ain't you a grizzled one. You the little lady's keeper? Yes, I am, in fact, but to tell you that, you must have been in my position once before, am I right? Long isn't your real name, is it? Under what noble did you serve? How did that noble hurt you? The only thing isn't time for idle chatter about the past, as if I tell a wash-up like you anyway. Takes one to know one, does it not? Precisely, that much I won't deny. So let us has-beens do our part and speak with blades, then. Interesting. Kind of forced his hand into a disadvantageous position. Alright. Go, Saran Wrap. Really? That's so disappointing. Because he's on the throne, it gives him a big evade boost. Go, Delwyn! Ah, nice one. Nice. Well, he needs the skill and speed. I was hoping his strength or defense would go up, but... A ruby gem sells for 500 gold. I guess our friends are just done. The lady who seized all the assets at the base and placed them in the James caravan. There's no further signs of brigands here. Any that have survived this skirmish have likely fled into the mountains or elsewhere. There were no survivors. We killed everyone. Thank you, Sir Clifton. As for the dead, they'll have been properly buried. Sir Bong's especially marked. That's good. Shall spend the night here, then head to where my father was last seen at dawn. Will you be staying here, my lady? Next time I start up my thoughts, if you don't mind. Of course, my lady. Sir Bong. What I know of the war between Sorrel and Reyna is purely through textbooks I've read and through word of mouth. Can it be? Could it truly be that this war takes its toll as heavily on the people involved? Truly, I'm as naive as can be. This war, it must end soon. I know I have not the power capable of ending a generations-long war, but were it ever enter my ability, I know what I must do. I must end this war and give the people of Area the peace it deserves, the peace that Saint Veronica deserves. But what must be done first must be done. Father, I pray you are safe in these tumultuous times. Princess Leyland, you're still up here? Oh, yes, I am. What is it you need, James? First of all, I think I need to cheer you up. Squad morale might be damaged if you're down, you know. But what happened with Bong hit you hard. I know you're a compassionate woman, but there was that tragedies like this are commonplace in areas rife with war, but did not make the venture into Reyna not knowing this. Just, call it intuition. I fear for the future, as in this event, this path I took bears ill omens. Well, I succeeded in ending the brigand threat. At what cost did it come to me to achieve that? We killed a lot of dudes, to be fair. What cost will finding my father bear when I do find him? These things I cannot help but think about in such sobering experience. Come on, Princess Leyland, I know you're stronger than that. I've already seen you stronger than that. Listen, I have some good news that might help. What is it? It has to do with the other reason I wanted to find you. Remember those mercenaries that crashed the party earlier? Are you Princess Leyland? Yes, that'd be me. You see, Chelsea, I believe your friend called you. Yes, that'd be me. Excuse me, but are you crying? I'm sorry, I heard everything from Mr. James. I didn't know that bandit man meant so much to you. He was a former general of Reyna, right? He was important to you both as a person and as a knight. You're very perceptive for a child. That's because she ain't one. She became an adult just earlier this year. Truly, I heard children and soldiers were not unheard of in these trying times, and I feel some modicum of relief knowing she's of age. Even if that age is still yet a tender one. I'm not a child. I'm the daughter of the great legendary mercenary Ash. Ash. I've heard that name somewhere before. If I may, Princess, Ash was the late leader of a band of mercenaries called the Brotherhood of Ash. Ash made a name for himself, turning a hopeless battle into a winning one all by himself. They say his strength was unmatched, and anyone he taught with sword to be unequivocally better than most other swordsmen. I remember now, Sir Clifton used to tell me tales of this Brotherhood. He was never a part of it, but had friends that had served in their ranks. Looks like he had not taught that miracle of swordsmanship to his daughter. No, Dad was on to protect me himself. Said a girl never needed a sword hand if she had a strong man by her side. When Dad passed away, it fell to me to carry on the legacy of his Brotherhood, but I don't have any sword techniques to teach anyone. The Brotherhood's been in bad shape since everyone but Tranth, Warren, and Sint has left. I don't know what to do. Wandering in the mountains like that wasn't the best of ideas and got a lot of people leaving. Princess Leyland, you probably gained some notoriety now that you've ended the Bloody Claws. Can we piggyback off of that for a bit? I know you're on your way to find your dad too, but we'll help out, and you won't be dead weight. If people see us traveling with you, maybe they'll start believing in the Brotherhood again. Just travel with us, then. I can see why James said this might be good news. That you brought it up with your other members. Not yet. And let's go take a matters first, then. You said your members were Tranth, Warren, and Sint. Where might they be now? Likely in the den of the rest of the army. Let's go see them now. Tranth, Warren, Sint, I got something to talk to you about. We're all right here, Chelsea. What do you need? Why do I have a bad feeling about this? The Brotherhood's not doing so hot, right? We're down to 4 members, and we can't do jobs on our own anymore. Is that a surprise? You're not even a fraction of the person Ash was. Your orders are all over the place. You have 0 charisma, and you can't even lift a sword. Who's gonna hire someone like that? Pipe down, Sint. You haven't even heard what she's about to say. He's right, though. Again, you're over-expositing. Trim it down. Brevity is the soul of wit. He's right, though. If I was even half as good as my dad was, he wouldn't be a mess. That's why I'm taking action now. Can't wait to hear this one. What could you possibly be doing this time? Short of it is, in order to help pass the word around the Brotherhood is still in action and doing well, we'll be traveling with Princess Leyland here and working for her, and showing her that we have what it takes still. That's a great idea, Chelsea. We'll get word out in no time. If rumors spread that we're helping a big-name royal, right, Warren? You and Chelsea think it's a good idea? Then it must be. I'm so glad you two think so. What about you, Sint? You have got to be joking. Huh? You drag us by the heels to jobs what's taking place out in the middle of nowhere. Failed to prove yourself worthwhile in any way, and now... This is your magic plan to save the Brotherhood? Chelsea, you have no idea what made your father so great, do you? Sent, let go of her. You have no idea, because nothing in that frilly little head of yours ever makes sense to anyone but you. If you do not let her go now, I will cut you down where you stand. I think your father was some sort of goofy superhero, and he was more than that. So much more than you'll ever realize. Sent, unhand her right this instant. The Brotherhood of Ash is dead. That's the last straw. There's no hope anymore. Not without Ash to lead the group into greatness. Following some backwater royal will solve nothing. If you want to sully the name of Ash and swear fealty to some stuck-up noble like all the droning masses have, be my guest. I want nothing to do with that. That won't get you your coin. That won't get you your fame. That won't get you recognition. You'll just be feeding it to her. Wait, Sent. Don't you dare utter my name again. Not until you've grown strong enough to be worthy of the name of Ash. I'm leaving. Miss Chelsea, are you okay? Yeah, I'll be fine. Gotta be strong. Gotta be strong for Dad. Brother of Ash is the most important thing to him. I can't let him down. I just can't. Alright, and that's where I'm going to be stopping. That's kind of a nice bookend to everything that we've done so far, and I don't know how long this demo is, and I've been at it for a while. So, to kind of give my overview, this is very much inspired by Fire Emblem, and I think that's both a good and bad thing. Because on the good side, this gives someone a familiar framework for something that maybe they feel has fatigued, as I feel. Because after Awakening, things I feel really went downhill for the series. But on the other hand, it kind of lacks its own identity. It feels very much like it's taking a lot of inspiration, particularly from Binding Blade and Sacred Stones. And I feel like the story could be expounded upon and end up saying less in the terms of sheer words on the screen at any given time, if that makes sense. There's a lot of exposition, but the parts of the exposition we're being given are oftentimes redundant or not helpful. The stuff that we really need to know is kind of the stuff that's being held back. Now, you don't want to lay all your cards on the table immediately. That would be too much. But again, like I said before, you need to kind of flesh out this world a little bit better and explain what the war is about. In order for the prologue to best have an impact on the player, explain what the war is being fought over. If this is a magic versus technology thing, fine, but you've really muddied the waters in that respect, because one nation just wants technology of some undisclosed stripe, and the other wants magical or technology that isn't really explained, and we've seen no evidence of this, by the way. That there is no evidence of any technology past like the Bronze Age that we're seeing up to this point. And there's a little bit of a story mechanical disconnect as a result. Now, I think that can very easily be rectified, especially if you wanted to change the nature of the reason the war is being fought over. Now, if it's, oh, well, the war, like the reason for the war changed over the years and the scope changed. Okay, fine, but explain that. Because as the prologue goes, it just comes off as, oh, well, they're fighting for resources. Oh, well, now they're fighting for ideology, but the ideologies are almost exactly the same. So it's really in dire need of a bit of a rewrite on that front. Mechanically, the game is sound, but again, you're borrowing a lot from someone else's template. I feel like there is a big opportunity here to find new ways to expand on the ideas in your own way. Maybe, for instance, like instead of just changing percentages, you could have forts have more mechanical effect, or forests influencing things more than they do in regular Fire Emblem. You can go above and beyond, and that wouldn't be difficult because, let's be honest, Fire Emblem has not been a particularly innovative series in its many installments. It would be very easy to take a basic framework that they've established and do so much more than they ever have. Overall, your characters are good. I feel that these are characters that the player is really going to grow attached to, and they're definitely going to have favorites. Like, I was already getting really frustrated with Emily because my luck with her has just been terrible, but Francis ended up being kind of a breakout star, and I was like, ah, yeah, no, this is more like it. I can work with this. Leyland herself feels a tiny bit underpowered. Like, her defense is super low. I don't know if that was bad luck or if that's just how she's built. But it makes me not want to put her into combat situations. It makes me want to hold her back a lot, because losing her is an automatic lose condition, which is really discouraging, as we saw already. I like the general idea, but it also, in the way the characters are designed, you have the Jagan, you have the Marth, you have the Cain and Abel. You're checking off things on a checklist, and you can do so much better. because again, it wouldn't take much to be a better Fire Emblem than Fire Emblem, and you already have the right pieces in place. You're setting up some good drama. I like the stuff with the Brotherhood of Ash. I want to know more about what's going on with them. I want to know more about why this war is the way it is, and I want to know more about the regional customs and what makes these countries distinct. That's an issue I actually take with a lot of JRPGs, is a lot of them tend to suffer from monoculture, where I'll travel to this island thousands and thousands of miles away that requires a huge to do to get to, and then like culturally it's exactly the same as the place I just left. This is your chance to break that mold and really do something great. Overall, what you have is a solid rough draft, but I feel like you're going to need to put the hammer to the anvil and refine the ideas that you already have into a more definitive shape. For what you have, I'm impressed. I was not expecting a product that was as polished and well thought out as this one. I can feel from just playing through the maps that a lot of thought went into enemy placement, the overall strength of the enemy, and the different types of enemy that you're going to encounter. Like you deliberately made it so there weren't that many lance users. There were a lot of axe users, so your sword guys got a lot of work. And there were a lot of other sword guys, so that your spear users got a lot of work, and you kind of designed the army around that. That's very clever. I like what you're doing. But again, you can do better. I can tell. Whoever's working on this has the talent and ability and the right tools at their disposal. I will very much be keeping a close eye on Concourse of Conquest. I have a hard time even saying it, but I'm really excited for what's here. I want to see this idea refined. I want to see this idea, and if there's anything I can do to help other than advertise it, link in the description, as always, please let me know because I would be happy to be of service. This is the Hipster Snek, and I am signing off for now.